Main event time. An opportunity to fight for the WBC Super.
Porky Medina. David El Bandera Roja Benavidez.
Protect yourselves at all times. Yo quiero una pelea limpia. Obedezcan mis órdenes y protéjanse a todo tiempo. Todos guantes.
It's main event time. An opportunity to fight for the WBC Super. Opportunity, and now we are underway. David Benavidez, just 20. Can he get the most emphatic victory on his? Is trying to once again fight for a world championship. The gold, wearing the blue and the black, is Medina, and don't blink as both finish their fights early.
Yeah, they do. Both these guys start off really aggressively. Right here you see Medina pinning the undefeated Benavidez.
The first 4 rounds, so he doesn't like to make it a long night. Immediately goes for that hook, and that left hook has put away many people, including Jay Lee.
He's put a lot of people away. He hates going to the distance. This is his first scheduled 12
Guys
rounds.
don't like to necessarily extend their evenings.
They don't get paid by the minute or hour. You can take out your opponent, take him out. Go home with a paycheck.
With some upper echelon, world-class and world champions ranging from right hand that he sparred with Peter Quillen, just to name a few, for his world title against Daniel Jacobs.
Not only that, but he sparred Kelly Pavlik and Latif Coyote. I mean, he's been fighting and sparring a lot of guys ever since he moved and started training at the Wild Card Gym and under Freddie Roach's tutelage.
At the age of 5, and a big right hand that backs up Rogelio Medina. February 28th in Las Vegas. We got a barn burner, middleweight eliminator between David Benavidez and Rogelio Medina. Round number 2 comes your way. This is the PBC. Here in Laredo, Texas, Rogelio Medina, David Benavidez. There you see in the corner. He used to be a chubby kid, and kids called him that, and it sort of is. But a big reason why he decided to turn pro was because of fitness, and Jordan Hardy has
both trying to establish themselves. They're both pressure fighters, and it looks like they're fighting. But right now he's backing up because he respects Medina. He respects the power. He's respecting something in there.
And discovered Manny Pacquiao, and then Sergio Martinez. They were 8 years apart, and Benavidez now is body as Rogelio Medina. Back comes an uppercut there by Medina. Benavidez answers back
with an overhand right there. I like what I said. What I see by Benavidez, he exploded with those shots right there.
John Shorley momentarily halts the action.
Bad hombres, like they say, but slowly, as soon as this fight starts to progress like that, they know no other way.
A nice left hook by the 20-year-old out of David Benavidez. Turned pro at the age of 16. Now, you're probably asking, how is that possible? Because you can't went to Mexico to start the first 2 years of his pro career. He said, look, I had my amateur career, but I was ready to transition into being a pro.
This is the first time we've ever seen Benavidez actually back up and be against the ropes, fighting against the ropes. And he's fighting, to tell you the truth, I like what I'm saying. For both fighters.
Rogelio Medina is trying to suffocate Benavidez, but Benavidez has a tight guard and hopes of his own. Final moments of the second round. The action is intensifies. David Benavidez and a left hook there. 2 left hooks. It has been left hook city in the final moments of the second round between David Benavidez and Rogelio Medina. This is each other. David Benavidez and Rogelio Medina. Let's take a look at the keys to victory in terms of what David Benavidez.
And double hook to the body, because he has that vicious left hook to the body. But Medina
rounds, especially having gone 12 against James DeGale last April.
Well, the better resume is on Medina's part, but Benavidez.
And a left hook there, and Rogelio Medina, he realizes he is in there with a young man who becomes the man known as Porky. And David Benavidez at the moment, Sergio, to counterpunch.
Yeah, he should, because he's timing Benavidez's power. See, that's the thing. You gotta throw different type of jabs. You gotta throw the throwaway jab, the feint. Benavidez was just throwing one jab, and Medina, being the veteran, caught on to that.
And now David Benavidez is picking apart Rogelio Medina. And in the 3rd round, both guys are going at it here in Laredo, much to the appreciation. Rogelio Medina has his chin, or he had his head on the chest.
But the youth, the size, the strength, and even the speed, because the faster fighter here is Benavidez. Medina relying on toughness and timing, which is what a lot of these tough, plodding fighters do. Good shot there to the body by Benavidez.
And David Benavidez and Rogelio Medina fighting for an opportunity for the World Championship. And Medina is picking it up offense swarming David Benavidez, and that is the end of the first round, as to say, okay, I'm enjoying this. And now standing by with more. Scheduled for 12. Now the winner of this fight will fight the winner of Darrell Shack, decided to vacate the Super Championship after his draw with James DeGale and move up to 175. Therefore, there is a nice right hand stinging
Medina. I mean, with 16 knockouts and 17 fights, Benavidez is not used to guys taking this guy.
Hashtag on social media, PBC on FS1, and join us social media. Nice job by David Benavidez, but Rogelio Medina continues.
See, right here, I would like to see Medina use an angle, but that's not in 2-3 punches. Right there, he's hurt.
Big right hand, followed the hook, and David Benavidez may have Rogelio Medina in some trouble. And an uppercut, is he still standing? He has taken a ton of abuse forward. He took an uppercut that almost took his head off, and John Shirley is watching Rogelio Medina. Rogelio Medina has an iron chin because that uppercut in the...
He's going down to the body, not getting either. Good shot there by Medina, the sly veteran, trying to catch the youngster.
But he was not erratic, and now uppercuts followed by hooks. This work by David Benavidez with his back on the ropes. Oh my goodness, a 7-punch combination. This is why they believe so much in this 20-year-old sledgehammer of a right hand. Oh my goodness, this is special.
This is brutal.
Here I have to regain my breath, ladies and gentlemen.
Watching, even though it's only a one-sided fight, one-sided round, the toughness, just admire the toughness of Porky Medina. He took some vicious on this man. This is incredible to watch. It really is.
David Benavidez. David Benavidez is looking at the likes of Gervonta Davis, who is a young in England over Liam Walsh, as to say, look, I can be a young 20-year-old and become a world champion.
The speed that he has, the power that he has, he's going to gain in popularity easily.
And as Abel Sanchez, who's the trainer of Gennady Golovkin, gushes over David Benavidez. He says,
you don't see poise in a 20-year-old. Usually you see recklessness, you see a little bit of abandonment, but not with, I think he's really impressing a lot of people tonight. And you know what? Credit to Medina, too, because Medina's taking some work.
In his corner, and Jose Caballero, are you telling him, look, these quote-unquote deep waters and drown him?
Absolutely, because this is Benavidez getting winded, too. I mean, he landed some big shots, some combinations. This is the most flurries that I've ever seen him throw. Maybe. That's exactly where Medina's corner should be concentrating, taking him into deep.
The winner will go ahead and vie for the right to the World Championship. It will be the title, and then the winner of this matchup will fight that winner. And a big right hand on the side of the head of Rogelio Medina.
The body, sneaky little body shot, but even better right hook.
3 sledgehammer straight rights down the middle that have found their mark for David Benavidez. But
Mano here. This is the epitome of 2 tough hombres.
3-5. And we are going to see a 6th round. 2 left hooks by David Benavidez. And we're going into the corner. There you see Jose Benavidez Sr. Well, the last time that particular affair, David Benavidez wearing the red and the gold wearing the blue.
But I'll tell you what, Medina's in it as far as will and heart and guts, because this, I mean...
On Rogelio Medina and his girlfriend, he says that, he is fighting for a 7 months pregnant, so Rogelio, his newborn, that is on the way in just 2 months.
And there's a difference for money and a fighter that's fighting for pride. Medina doesn't look like an opponent. He doesn't look like a guy that just...
If he continues, and those left hooks, and aware of that, a big right hand backing up Medina, but Medina seems to be wearing down just a little.
Oh, he should. He's throwing everything but the kitchen sink. And, when you're throwing those punches, not only that, but it didn't
Medina, he has done all in his arsenal to try to do that. But it would serve him well, Sergio, don't you?
Right now, you know what? It will serve him well. It just catches his energy, keep the momentum away. Medina is still coming and plodding forward, and it only takes 1 shot from a puncher like Medina. Both these guys are punchers. It just takes 1 shot to turn things around.
Trains his younger son, but also is a Benavidez titleist. He is the older brother by 4.5 years of closing stages. 2 right hands, and now Medina with his back against the ropes. He is throwing the shot. This is heavy onslaught by David Benavidez as he is pouring it on. Rogelio right hand. John Trojan it. David Benavidez is trying to make a statement. FS1 in the corner. Jose Caballero, the blood is streaming from the
him off. That shot straight a little low, but it was still on the belt line. But he's just landing everything. I mean, Benavidez is a puncher, and he's landing 90% of his punches here.
And his knockout opponent thus far in Rogelio Medina.
And Benavidez. This should be a good round because they were really fighters. One to relax, the other one, hey, are you sure you still want to continue? Benavidez, Medina.
That right hand, he's using it at will, as we saw in that 6th round.
Ooh, good shot there by Medina. He sparred really good opposition, former world champions. Gennady Golovkin, 4-minute rounds with Gennady Golovkin. I mean, most people can't spar a couple of minutes. He has the experience in and out of the ring, and not only that, the young man has good shot.
100 seconds left in the 7th round. Big power shots out of the 20-year-old. And Benavidez above the right eye of Rogelio Medina. 2 straight right hands that bounced off the side of the
this round, it seemed like Benavidez wanted to take this round off. I mean, if anyone deserves, Medina's just in his face, putting on the pressure, and Benavidez is just forced to punch.
As lands those right hands, the sweat is smacking off and just evaporating off the head of Medina. That is
every round in my book, and the only thing we're admiring right now is the will to win and show something. He has to win a round at least. He has to land something big.
Final moments of this 7th round, and Medina now has a tight guard, but he's quick for his own good. And what a stinging left uppercut now, Rogelio Medina. And no body shot there as Medina, but he comes upstairs, has a puncher's chance, and that is that bravado. Body shot sending Medina to the
greatest fighters I've seen in person.
7, 8. Okay.
For all the headshots he took, it was going back to the corner. Visibly, he has his hands over his head, and it took even more for him to rise up to his feet.
It was a sneaky uppercut type shot. Yes, it was right there. Those are the shots that actually hurt you. Body shot down there, anywhere near that area to put Porky down again.
And to go ahead and say, okay, the head body shot and another body shot, and a left hook to the body. And now David Benavidez trying to bring it into the line. Oh, Porky Medina, what a punch! And down goes Medina's stars, Rogelio Medina, and now the one challenge for the world title in the near future.
Wasn't going to stop the fight. Nobody but the referee or the doctor would have stopped this.
Yes, David Benavidez has stopped Rogelio Medina. We'll come back. This is the PBC.
Undefeated.